Would you like to know what you can do in ISTAN in just one day? Stick with me and you'll find out. Hi, I'm Daniel Laplander. This channel is all about finding the hidden gems in each location that I visit. Today, the whole location is a hidden gem. I'm up in ISTAN. ISTAN is nestled into the mountains of Marbella on the Costa del Sol, about 15 kilometers from the Mediterranean Sea and the coast. The village only has about 1,400 inhabitants and keeps its traditional Andalusian charm. The main theme of ISTAN is water. The Rio Verde, the Green River, feeds this reservoir called La Presa de la Concepción, that provides drinking water to towns all along the Costa del Sol. ISTAN is actually called the Spring of Costa del Sol, and was originally a Moorish settlement because the Christians at the Reconquest did not allow the Moorish people to live along the coast, so that they couldn't easily communicate with their kinsmen in nearby North Africa, so they came to live here amongst other mountain villages. So your first stop on the way up to ISTAN is this little parking lot just down here, and if you head up some steps you'll come up to this little niche. It's a niche with Saint Gabriel, an image of Saint Gabriel. And you can continue up a little bit further up to the top of the knoll of this little hill here, and you'll have really good views over the reservoir down at the bottom here. So don't miss that stop. You also have picnic tables and chairs to be able to sit down, to be able to enjoy your brought lunch, so why not do that? Just before you come into ISTAN, there is a little side road going up to the right. You follow it around and you'll come to a spring. This spring feeds a river called Rio Molinos, and it's just here. And we're going to go and have a look at the spring. It's not often you get to see a spring coming out of the rock, the beginning of a river. And here it is. It's just welling up from the mountainside. That's actually quite awesome, isn't it? ISTAN has different viewpoints all over the place. This one here is called La Rita, and if you walk just a little road coming down past the Water Museum and up on the hill, you'll have a brilliant view of the village, and also at the background you will have the reservoir. This is absolutely a beautiful, magnificent area. This whole place is located in a natural park called Sierra de las Nieves, and it is a natural biosphere with rare trees like the Spanish pine, the pinzapo, which only grows in these mountains here in the whole of Europe. This is the main square of ISTAN. It's not very big, as you can see, but in the summertime they would put out tables here, and you could have a little snack from the nearby bar. And this church here, it was built in the 1520s. Before that, this was just a mud track coming by here. They built the church, and then they built up all the houses slowly around it. So this dates back to the 1520s. Oh, yes. There are a lot of bikers here, a lot of bikers. So be careful when you drive up here. I've seen hundreds on the way up. A large part of the charm of ISTAN is just getting lost on these narrow, winding streets. So I don't exactly know where I am at the minute, but let's find out. So as you've realized, ISTAN has a lot going on when it comes to water. There's fountains everywhere, there's a reservoir at the foot of the town, there's a beginning of a river just up in the foothills here. So they obviously have a museum dedicated to water. So we're going to go inside and have a little look. So the time has come to get something to eat. I've been recommended a restaurant called Entre Sierras, and it means in between the mountains. So let's see what I can find here. A traditional ISTAN meal in between the mountains. So here I am at the Entre Sierras restaurant, and I'm going to start off with a starter. It's a chorizo, a type of a traditional sausage here from Spain, and it's called chorizo from hell. So let's see how this hellish sausage turns out to be. And then I'm going to do something called panocho. Panocho is a traditional dish from ISTAN, as far as I've understood it, recommended by the locals here. And it contains sausage, fried egg, paprika, pork fillet, black pudding and chips. And that sounds delicious. So exciting. Now look at this. This is the sausage from hell. You actually grill the sausage here and wow, interesting concept. Wow. So that was a dinner and a show. We're gonna take this sausage off the skewer. Here we are, the sausage, the chorizo. It's not really a sausage, it's a chorizo. I mean, it's for a lack of other words. Anyway, the chorizo from hell, so. That's really nice. It is lovely, but I think the main attraction for this is actually the fire and the way that you make it. So it becomes a bit of a show. So for a couple of euros, why not? ¿Ah, sí? Ah, sí, sí, sí.
Aguacate con langostino gratinado.
Oh, mira, cuando pueda.
Así sale uno y te lo digo.
Perfecto, gracias. The restaurant owner told me that this is something they used to do in the military. They used to get their pocket knife, they used to make a little fire, stick it into the chorizo, and just barbecue it slowly over the fire, and that's how they get their snacks. So, something also very traditional from here. So the panocho has arrived, and it's got peppers. Let's try the peppers. Oh, I love peppers. If I can get it up. Eggs. The pork. Wow. It's black pudding. Rice-based black pudding. Really nice. You have another chorizo here. A little bit different, a bit smaller. A little bit different. Marvelous. Marvelous. You get a big chunk of all of this. Cheers.
El plato estrella las que te...
They wanted to show me a little bit. Wow. Look at that. The restaurant owner, he noticed that I was filming and he wanted to show me their star dish, and it was something to do with, I don't know what it was, but it looked and smelled lovely. Some type of seafood with avocado, something like that. I think it was lobster and avocado or something like that. looked absolutely lovely. For the next time. So the restaurant Entre Sierras, a 10 out of 10. This is the restaurant to go to if you come to ISTAN. I'm sure there are others that I haven't tried yet that are equally as good. But I like their staff, they're really friendly, the food was excellent and the atmosphere really relaxing, and it was lovely sitting there on the balcony overlooking the valley. So that's a good one. Do you remember that river we saw up on the mountainside, Rio Molinos, the spring, natural spring? It actually comes down to here, and this is a fountain that was built in 1953, where they used to wash their clothes and have the only drinking water in the town. One really cool feature, as you can see, you have groves in the stone where they actually used to wash the clothes. And if you come in here, you can see they're built here as well, like washing stands. So anyway, if you're out traveling, have dirty underwear, you can come here and wash them. No, not really, no. No. But it's a cool place to visit at least. There is a little nature trail just at the back of ISTAN, so we're going to go and have a look at that. Just don't park here. A guy just came out of that house there and barked at me for parking my motorbike the wrong way. So I moved it down a little bit further down and apologized. Anyway, let's see what this trail here brings. These are actually cork trees, and they harvest the cork up to a certain level. I think you can see better on this one here. Nearly fell over there. So you have the cork from there and down to there, they harvest. And the cork looks like this when it's not harvested. You know, it's just what you have in the bottle of your wine. Just in the center of town you have a little kind of a balcony with some benches. It's really nice to just sit down and have a cup of coffee in the sunset. So here I am enjoying the sunset of ISTAN, and if you've liked this video, please click like. Why don't you subscribe as well if you haven't done so already, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!